For those who are celebrating today, well, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We have this beautiful energy around us today. Venus and Neptune are talking, giving us this opportunity to embrace the joy of giving. Whether you're giving out presents, preparing a feast, or extending warmth to those in need, we can experience great joy today when we are of service to others. And we want to infuse our world around us with this beauty. We want to create moments of magic. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the cosmic energies. Together, we can gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy, utilize this energy, and move forward today and every day. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thanks for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. Welcome to your daily focus for December the 25th, 2023. So let's dive into the numerology. We have a 25 energy today. The 25 energy is, success after difficult moments. So we may run into some difficult moments today. We may have had some difficult moments in the past week, but we are starting to see the successes because we persevered, because we walked through it, because we looked it in the eye. Now, 2 plus 5 is the 7 energy. The 7 energy is about standing in your truth. It's also about creating harmony. It's about creating beauty in your world, in your environment, in your reality, and definitely within your relationships. Now, if we look at the numerology of the day, it would be a 3 plus a 7 plus a 7, which gives us that 17 energy. The 17 energy is making the impossible possible. It's about realigning yourself with hope of a vision of your tomorrow, of getting excited about your potential. And 1 plus 7 is an 8 energy. That is abundance in your pocket. Now, we have to utilize our courage, our strength. We have to walk with a sense of integrity. But we also need to take a risk on ourselves. We have to believe in ourselves enough to create that money stream, to get that raise, to go after that job and land it. Okay, let's dive into the astrology, shall we? Sun's in Capricorn, and our moon is in Gemini. I mean, what a beautiful energy for this season, right? The next couple of days it's beautiful energy. We want to engage in wonderful conversations. We are making harmonious connections. There's a flow to our conversations today. On top of that, we've got Venus trining Neptune today, adding an extra layer of magic. We are gifted with love and compassion awaiting our embrace. This is definitely a day to be of service to others. That is where we will find the most joy. So perhaps you're giving out presents, or perhaps you have been preparing for an entire week, that perfect family dinner. Perhaps you invited someone to your table who may be alone during this season, or they're down on their luck, or they're struggling in some way. Venus and Neptune also bring in this energy that make us want to relax. We want to daydream. We want to create beauty. We want to invite in magic and romance. So there's a tenderness in the air today. Okay. Now, before we go to the cards, last year this time I released an astrology report to you as my end of the year present to you. And it was a huge success. Okay, I worked right until the stroke of midnight, New Year's Eve, I think, to get them all out on time. The feedback was incredible, and many of you commented over the following days, and even I heard somebody like last month touch base with me on it, that they had the inside track for each transit that would affect them personally, and it helped so much to be able to look ahead to see where the stars were aligning, so they knew when to implement their plan, when they knew when to maybe hold off for a week or move it up a week, or understanding that. So anyways, I'm offering that same deal, but I'm adding an extra perk, okay? Because having the transit is one thing, but when you have your own personal progressions as well, it's amazing. So it'll be $35, okay? We are going into a 2024, okay? The year 2024. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 is an 8 energy. Okay, that is abundance. That is money in your pocket. It's a year to create wealth for yourself. And I want that to be your kind of year. Okay, so having a detailed report of your own personal astrology for the year will allow you to have perfect timing for anything that you want to implement in your life. You have all supported me so much through the year, and I'm humbled, and it's my way of saying thank you. So giving you that solid roadmap so you can plan 2024 to be your most successful year yet. That's what I'd like to do for you, this end of year promotion. So I'll leave the details in the description box. Let's go to the cards. So the details will be in the description box. I mean, I rely on it consistently. There's also, I mean, you'll notice I've got different readings there, right? You can get the next 60 days or 90 days or 30 days, every day what's happening in the sky with you too. If you really are going through something, you might want to pop in and just get that reading for, in as the year goes by, right? All of a sudden, there was a wedding proposal, and now you want to know the best time for you to get married, right? Or you're planning on, these 3 months in 2025 or something, and you can go in there and request for those 3 months in 2025 to see, if there's Mercury's retrograde, we don't want to get married then, or Venus is retrograde, definitely don't want to get married then, and see where the placements are and how it affects you personally. So there's that there too, but I've got the transit and the progressions for you for $35. I think it was $25 just for the transits last year, and the progressions will make so much more of a difference in the entire reading. Anyways, for ourselves for today, for December 25th, we have for our underlying energy the Hangman. This is an energy to pull it back a little bit, to think a little bit, to look at things logically, to be in the moment, to experience and create the memories of the moment, to understand where you have control of things in your life and where you actually need the control in your life. And maybe you're trying to take control of something that you don't necessarily need to be in control of. Okay, and what happens when you do those things is it ties you up. It ties you up with your vitality, your energy levels. So if you're doing all of that, you can't possibly turn it towards yourself because you're using it there. Or maybe it's your time. Just having that time for yourself to do some things would be better time spent more wisely on you and what you can do. So give up control in some areas. Understand where you can let go of the control. Yes, you're not the one doing it. And so it probably won't get done as well as you did, but it will get done. So our Hangman is our underlying energy. Our first card of the day is the Emperor. Look at this. Make a plan. Figure out a strategy. And then know. Then expect it to happen in your life. When the Emperor makes a plan, he doesn't wish, he doesn't hope. He expects it to happen the way he has implemented it, or better. Now, he's one of our highest diplomats in the deck and one of our highest intuitives in the deck. So our heart and our mind will work as one for any decision making that we have to do today. So that's great. But the Emperor knows his weaknesses. Any great leader knows their weaknesses. And it's important to know your weaknesses when you're a leader, because then you want to bring people around you that have that as a strength so that you can make these well-balanced decisions. So what you don't know, admit to yourself that you don't know and go and ask somebody who does. Get their take on things. Go and do a little bit of research, a little bit of investigation, and then put that plan together, put that strategy together, and then, your action plan. Once that is ready, you're ready to go. King of Swords. I think it's a very prominent day to wish upon a star, to get a dream, to make a commitment to yourself, because our next card here is the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords, he kind of gets a little narrow minded when he goes after a goal or a dream, because once he gets that vision in his head of where he wants to go, of what he wants to create, what he wants to implement in his path going forward, there's no stopping him. And he's willing to use that sword to cut away any kind of negativity, any kind of criticism, anything that might take his focus away from his goal, his dreams. But he'll also use that sword to hack a path through the bushes. If there is no path, he will create the path. There is nothing that will hold this king back. So we have an emperor and a king on the board. Our third one is our hermit. And once again, we're pulling it back a little bit, aren't we? Now, we're not looking so much in the past. We are looking at the present. Okay? What do we have right now? And you can look in the past if you want to bring forward some accomplishments that you've made, if it has to weave in with your future. But you don't want to go backwards and see what you've struggled with or what you've done. You really want to look at the present. What do you have at this very moment that you can utilize to move yourself forward in some way? Maybe you don't have a boyfriend, but you got a lot of girlfriends, so start asking them if they know somebody. If you want that promotion and you don't think you're ready, then have a talk with the boss. Say, gee, I'd really like to step into that, and what do I need to do? Who can I learn from? Who could be a mentor for me in this building? Could you do it? So right now, we always think that it'll be great when we get to this step and this step and this step and everything. Well, we'll have a baby when we have this in place. We'll buy a home when we have this in place. We'll get a car when we get this in place. And so we put off everything until everything is picture perfect sometimes. And sometimes we don't even realize then the advantage point that we have at this time. Has anybody ever thought, I wish I was as thin as I was 10 years ago when I complained about my weight, because somehow it grew instead of disappearing. We don't know sometimes how well we are situated to step into that very arena of our life, because we're waiting for this to be right and that to be right. And, so those are things that are not around us at the present moment. So we feel stuck. We feel like we can't go forward. It's not the right time yet, and it is the right time. It's actually a very beautiful time for us all to go after our dreams and create the plan. And we can't create the plan unless we are truthful with ourselves about what we truly have to work with in the present moment. We don't have to go out and buy anything or do anything or learn anything. It's already here. What is that one step that we can take? Because what the hermit does is then he sees the future. And yeah, some of those things that will have to be in place, some of those things that we need to introduce on our path, not at this moment, but in due time, we're going to need that knowledge or that wisdom or that helper or that co-worker or that partner, whatever it might be for you. But understanding what you can do today takes you one step closer to what you want to implement going forward. Once the hermit has the plan, has the strategy, that's when the hermit will come out of a desert or the cave and renew his footsteps forward again. So it's about deliberate thought and meditation about what you have already in place. And sometimes we don't realize what we have in place because we're always saying, tomorrow when I have this. And so we don't take stock of what's in the moment, what steps we can take. And so it's pivoting us backwards a little bit to think about, no, what do I really have to work with at this present moment? And you might be amazed at some of the things that come to you. These little aha moments, these little epiphanies. I could do this. I'm all set for that. Oh my gosh, the cards are alive. Okay, here we are, and we've got clear endeavor. 39, which is a 12 energy. The hangman. Well, let's see how they describe this. I'm going to hold it up. What a, if we had to have a card for Christmas Day, they did pretty good in the picture alone, didn't they? Oh my goodness. Okay. So anyways, 39. Let's see what 39 is all about. Clear endeavor. I'll hold that up. Absolutely. You can meditate on it. You can see there's always pictures within pictures with this artist. So the more you look at, the more you see, the more that stands out to you. Something you truly desire requires a bigger commitment from you. This could be physical, emotional, or mental. Identify what your needs are at this time, actually commit to the goal, and be willing to put in the time to make it become a reality. Commitment plus hard work will assist you in bringing your goals to completion. Once you decide, give your best to everything that you do. It gives plenty of new opportunities for you to reach your goals in no time. Pay attention to the signs along the way as nature works to assist you. Kind of wraps it up, doesn't it? Okay, let's get an animal card. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to have time to get a video out because I'm out of town for Christmas Day. So I'll be at my daughter's. Yay. Yay me. Okay. So we'll see. If I'm not here, please forgive me, but I am enjoying the season, okay? Everybody should have Christmas off, right? Okay, so anyways, we have the tiger here. Are you going to get it nice and clear for me, tiger? Oh, almost. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I'm bold and brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. So be the tiger today. Be the fire today in your mind, in your thoughts of where you want to go, of what you want to create in your life. Check out the weekly focus for you. They're up. I'll leave the link hopefully in the end so that you can click on it. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.